Came here, didn't have anything. Everything I owned, all my worldly possessions, fit in a cardboard box, 2 cardboard boxes. I had $40 cash in my pocket. You know, just came here and started all the way over from scratch. From starting at the corner house, Miss Jane passed away. I heard some people occupied the building for a short time. Now this is an abandoned building. You go down and you got one house, and then in between that house, another abandoned building. We got 4 buildings and 3 of them abandoned already. You keep going down.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yep. They line right up. You have one house. And this is a nursery, so imagine these children who are growing up being a part of this nursery, and they're in a nursery surrounded by 2 abandoned buildings. Imagine the impression that's on their brain when they see that. You know, when they come outside to play, there's 2 abandoned buildings.
It's challenging, right? People don't have a lot of money. The economy tanked because greedy people made a lot of money in the market in 2008. The economy has shrunk, the number of people have grown, so people are struggling economically, and we see that reflected in neighborhoods and in housing, and people being able to afford houses, being able to afford to buy houses, being able to afford to maintain their properties if they do own them.
The life cycle of an abandoned building is really pretty amazingly short. Shortly after a building is abandoned, there will be people coming to strip out copper. They'll sneak in at night. They'll take copper, they'll take wood, they'll take anything of value out of the building. When that happens, the building loses its structural integrity and it begins to become more expensive, obviously, to rehab. So it's critical that we get to these buildings quickly after they've been abandoned, or that we take the steps to stabilize them and save them until we can find a better use.
So I used to be a coach out here for a couple of years with these guys. Both of my sons played ball here with Troy Central Little League. And I coached here for like 2 years. When I finished doing that, that's when I started doing work at the Boys and Girls Club. Oh man, we have a lot of good memories here in this home. Like, this was the first place I made home since we came up to New York. We had opportunities to decorate the house, and there were a lot of parties and birthday parties that we had here. My youngest son, when he was born, he was brought home to this house. So there are a lot of different memories we have here. Well, one of the worst memories that I have here is the reason why we wound up moving from here. Basically what happened was there was a lot of rain one summer, and there was, I guess it was a leak in the roof, and the rain came down and it saturated the wall right behind the kitchen cabinet. And we would call the landlord and let him know what was going on, but there was never a response. And eventually the wall gave way and the kitchen cabinet fell off the wall. And my son, who was about 3 years old at the time, was just standing under the place where that kitchen cabinet fell, and he almost got killed. And that was the reason why we decided that, you know, we no longer wanted to live here. We started looking for another place to move, and the place that we eventually found to move became our current home.
Troy to me, Troy is washing out. I've been in Troy for a while, since 95. I've been here. Troy wasn't like that. You know, it was more togetherness. People was doing things, but now it's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
I've been dead buildings everywhere. Nobody's living here. Everybody's moving out. There's nowhere to go. Nothing to do. You know, that's the reason why we have so much fight, so much people is getting shot, getting snubbed, because they're bored. There's nothing to do.
There's nothing there, you know, and that's the impression. This is what you're waking up every morning, you're seeing it. And if you could change that, if that could be changed, the perspective, people's perspective, the way they see life and the way these children see life, I think things will really, really change. So once that happened, we immediately decided that we were going to move. And this is the place that we ended up at. We moved here. We rented here for 8 years. And the landlord saw how our family dynamic was. And he said that I want you guys to own this place. And we went into an agreement. And with the help from him in that agreement, and also with the TRIP home ownership program, we're now homeowners. And if you look at where we live now, there's not even one on our block. There's not one abandoned building. There's no boarded up. And this is a thriving community. The children have a safe place to play. You know, because there's no abandoned buildings, there's not any people hanging out selling drugs and using drugs, and they're not seeing prostitution and needles all over the place. It's not like that over here because we're not blighted with those buildings. So the breathing lights is going to bring light to the darkness, and hopefully, you know, bring awareness to this issue that's, you know, plaguing us right now.